It's time for Florida State football. This is Inside Seminole Football. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.
Hello and welcome to Inside Seminole Football. Tom Block along with Coach Willie Taggart. Coach, today we take a look back at the game at NC State, and this was a game the Wolfpack win at 47-28. Saw some good things out of your offense, but in the end just got behind early and couldn't quite climb back up the mountain.
Yeah, we did, and that's something we got to correct. We got to start off fast in these games. We're getting behind, and we're not playing winning football. You know, we have penalties. You turn the football over, and when that gets you behind, our guys and just where we're at mentally just don't bowl well with our team. So we know the issues. We got to continue to work to fix those issues and play fast, play smart. I think our guys are playing hard, but we're not playing smart football. In that game, again, they go down and drive and score, and you just watch us defensively. We're not in our gaps. We're not dominating our gaps, you know, and that's football 101, and we got to be better at those things.
You may have just answered this, but that was one thing that surprised me is at NC State. They're a good offense, but they had more success running the football than maybe what they've had over the course of this year.
They did, and it was the first time I thought all year, just from a fundamental standpoint of just being in your gaps, that our guys, we didn't do a great job with that. You know, and you credit NC State with some of the things they did offensively, but our guys understand, and after watching the film, seeing that we all got to do our jobs. We got to be in our gap first and foremost, and if you can do those things, you have a chance of stopping a team running the football. And it's the first time all year that someone was able to run the football on us like that.
Were you pleased with the effort, especially in light of where you were after the Clemson game?
I was. I thought our guys played hard. We didn't play smart, you know, and we got to play smarter football if we're going to win, especially against good football teams.
Florida State and NC State from Raleigh, North Carolina. We'll take a look at the highlights when we continue on Inside Seminole Football. Welcome back. Florida State on the road at NC State. And Coach, you had a new quarterback in this game. James Blackman has not had an opportunity to play much this year. Obviously, he was the starter last year, but he got the call in a tough spot on the road against a very good top 25 team.
It did, and I thought James played well. I thought he went in and executed the offense as well as he could. He made a couple mistakes here and there, but for the most part, he threw the ball well. He got a lot of guys involved in the passing game, and he looks like he was having fun out there.
Florida State gets a good performance from James Blackman. Let's take a look at the highlights, starting obviously from quarter number 1 on a beautiful day in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Logan Tyler will put total leather, left-footed kicker, and we're underway. His kickoff sailing into the end zone and through. Second down 8, moving left. Ricky Person at running back, dropping back to throw Findley. Pressured out of the pocket, rolling. Throws the ball downfield, wide open receiver. Caught ball in Seminole territory at the Florida State 41-yard line. Awaits the snap, has a receiver in motion. Thomas now will feed the ball to Gillespie running left. First down and more, inside the 20, to the 20, 15-yard line, and dropped at the 12-yard line. Knowles a little late getting personnel in. Now they're set from the 2. Finley hands the ball off. Person running right. Touchdown, North Carolina State. 75-yard opening drive, and that's not good news for the Seminoles. From the 5-yard line. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Handoff to Cam. Finds daylight to the 10, to the 15. Follows the blocker to the 22-yard line. Quarterback James Blackman, the snap. Blackman will run toward the left, looks upfield, gets the pass away. There's a caught ball. First down out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 45 moving right. Now Patrick shifts to the left hip and will get the call. Running to his left, finds a little daylight. Fumble the football. Diving onto the Wolfpack. They have it. Taken away by the Wolfpack. Another turnover by the Noles. Across the formation. Shotgun set by Finley. Drops to throw. Looks to his left. Now over the middle. Still looking. Under pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Still rolling. Throws the ball downfield. It is knocked away. Nicely defended at the 41-yard line. Back in there to block from the 9, moving right. Receiver in motion. Fake the jet sweep, and Blackman will throw. He's hit and dropped back into the end zone. I think he was at the 1-yard line when he was crunched. It will not be a safety, I do not believe. 19-yard line from the 3. Here is the snap. Draw play. Akers running left, finds a little daylight, runs out to the 15-yard line. Needed to reach the 19-yard line, and the Seminoles will be forced to punt on that pistol formation. About 2 steps behind quarterback Ryan Finley. Here's the snap. Finley to throw. Looks to his right, passes to it. Ball deflected. Caught ball by Jacoby Myers inside Seminole territory. Still on his feet inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And they're ready to go again. Here's the snap. Hand the ball off. Running to the right. Daylight inside the 30-yard line to the 27-yard line. Wolfpack ready to work now. Offset I formation, handoff, running to his left. Tackle made in the backfield. Great penetration by Brian Burns, and Reggie Gillespie had nowhere to go. It is 3rd and goal. And play action fake. Finley looking toward Harmon. Finley rolling to his right. Rolling, throws toward the end zone. It is caught, but out of bounds. A 21-yard field goal from the 11-yard line. Good spot. The kick is airborne, and it is good. And Wolfpack lead 10-0. From the 20-yard line, moving left, trailing 10-0. Here was the snap. Empty backfield. Pass near side. Caught by DJ Matthews. He spun around and dropped. James Blackman facing 3rd down and long. Here's the pass. Looks to the right, then he threw it away. Just underway in the 2nd quarter. The Wolfpack start at the Wolfpack 41-yard line. Quick bubble screen pass to the left side. Caught ball down the sideline. Jacoby Myers still running outside the numbers to the 35, to the 30, and he's finally knocked out of bounds. In the backfield, Gillespie takes the snap. Finley looking right, throws to his right, and a caught ball inside the 20-yard line. North Carolina State 10, Florida State nothing. Pistol formation. Finley takes the snap low. Looks to his right, throws toward the right corner of the end zone. It's a caught ball. Touchdown NC State. Kelvin Harmon, their #1 receiver, has man coverage, and Finley knows where to put the ball. We trail 17-0. Here's the kickoff. End over end will come down in the end zone, and we're going to bring it back out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25-yard line. Keyshawn Hilton had one guy to beat, couldn't do it. Here's the snap to Blackman. Pressure coming. Blackman looks sideline, throws downfield, deep field toward Mario Terry. He will make the catch inside NC State territory at the North Carolina State Wolfpack 35-yard line.
How dare them try to cover me man-to-man? I'm going to make this play, and that's what Terry did.
Here's the snap, and on 1st down, Blackman throws toward the end zone. Downfield, it is a caught ball. Come on, Terry. Touchdown FSU. A 2-type throw to Terry. And just like that, the Noles are on the board. Inside the chalk on the near side hash of the 31. Here's the snap to Finley. Feeds the ball. He's going to run the ball. Finley's got the 1st down and then some. Across the 35 to the 37. Gillespie is the running back. Pistol formation. Finley takes the snap, fakes the pitch, looks to his left, throws to his left. It is a caught ball at the 50-yard line and out of bounds as the catch is made by Jacoby Myers again. With an H-back on his right side, now shifting to the left. Here's the snap. Play action fake by Finley. Dropping Finley. Gets the pass away. It is caught at the 15-yard line. Jacoby Myers spun out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Here's the snap, and Finley looking, throwing to the left. It is an incomplete pass through the hands of the intended receiver, and Kyle Myers was defending. Field goal attempt will be from the 16 to 26-yard field goal. Aaron snap, but the kick is airborne and good. And the Wolfpack have 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns.
You tell what was going on
a
there.
Loss of 7. 2nd down, 17. Protection, pocket. Here's a pass. Caught ball. Akers out of the backfield to the 30-yard line. He gives up grain and is dropped at the spot at the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 5. In motion, DJ Matthews. Here's the snap. Blackman has time. Fire. It's an intercepted pass at the 33-yard line. Right into the midst of defensive tackle Laurel Murchison. On the carry by Person. 2nd down, 10. Far side hash dropping to the Finley. Finley is under pressure. Gets the pass away. Caught ball at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 4. We'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Kelvin Harmon, who lines up to the right. Finley takes the snap, feeds the ball to running back. It is Gillespie, and he's close to the 1st down. Had to reach the 22, and I think he stopped short by maybe a yard. They need 2. Here's the snap. Finley's going to throw on 4th down. Gets the pass away. It is a caught ball at the 20-yard line. 1st down, North Carolina State. From the 8-yard line, Wolfpack it all red. Ricky Person is the setback now. Pistol formation. Looking to throw left. Finley throws to face. Pass underneath. Caught ball diving at the 4-yard line. Set 2nd down goal from the 5, just inside the 5-yard line. Finley takes the snap. He's going to run. The option play. Pitches the ball to Person. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They run the option out of the timeout. The Wolfpack lead 26-7. Heading toward that north end zone to our left here at Carter Finley Stadium. The snap, dropping to throw. Blackman throws over the middle. Caught ball. McKinney at the 50. He's inside Wolfpack territory at the North Carolina State 43-yard line. Here's the snap. Seminoles in hurry-up mode. Underneath it goes. A called juggle ball, but caught and hung onto by Akers, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line, a gain of 4. We are 1 of 5. Dropping to throw. Blackman steps up out of the pocket. Looks downfield, throws out. Caught ball. First down by G.J. Matthews at the 27-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap. 3-man rush. Blackman throws toward the end zone. Caught ball inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. D.J. Matthews again. What a strike thrown by James Blackman. Slaps his hands, awaits the snap of the gun. Here comes delayed pressure, gets the pass away toward the caught ball, 3-2-1, touchdown FSU. Pressure coming, and he found Cam Akers. He had just enough guts and time to throw the ball to number 3, and the Noles find the promised land. Noles won the toss, deferred to the second half, and they do take the kneel down. That'll be the final play of the first half. An exciting drive to close out the second quarter.
NC State with the lead at the half, but Coach, that was a big drive late in the second quarter there, you know, hurry up offense and you get points on the board to get some momentum going in the locker room.
Yeah, I was impressed with our offense, the way they executed on that drive and the sense of urgency and the plays that was being made on those drives was really good, and understanding the clock and the time management on those clock, and James getting up and spiking the ball to save us some time there, and then just to go down and finish it off with a touchdown was really good going into the half, something we really needed.
And Florida State gets the ball to start play in the second half. We'll take a look at those highlights when we continue on Inside Seminole Football.
Consecutive game starts. Back-to-back team captain. Preseason first team All-ACC. But stats can only tell so much of the story. For redshirt senior center Alec Eberle, the story begins back in his hometown of Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Came from somewhere that, like, football is the pride and joy of where we're at. So everyone goes to the games, and growing up in that atmosphere, that's kind of helped me become, you know, the person I am now.
The support of both his family and community helped pave the way to his future at Florida State.
When I was a kid thinking when I'd be at Florida State, there's no way I'd be at Florida State playing football. I was the first Division I player out of my county in 15 years.
When Eberle first arrived at Florida State, he was unsure of how much playing time he'd receive. But now, 5 years later, his time here has been nothing short of instrumental.
He's made a huge impact on his team. He's been a starting center for 3 consecutive years now. He's vocal, he's a leader. He's passionate about the game. His work ethic is just so good that it makes other people want to work.
Every day, Alec is talking to not just the O-linemen, but whether it's the DBs, the receivers, whomever. He's always encouraging. He's always there to help. You know, I see different guys getting in his truck every single day. He's taking them home.
He's always there for everybody, on and off the field. Everyone looks up to him. If you need anything, you go to Alec. He knows a lot of people around here. If he can do anything for you, you will.
Beyond the football field, Eberle has been recognized for his dedication to the classroom and to the community. With over 100 volunteer hours, he was nominated for the prestigious Senior Class Award this season. Yet out of all of his achievements, one stands out the most.
Normally the coaches name us captains, but this year, which was even cooler, team voted for captains. The fact that the guys that I play with every day and work out with all year round, the fact they would nominate me as one of the team captains was pretty special.
For Eberle, being a leader is not only about being vocal, but leading by example.
I think that the biggest thing is like exemplifying a work ethic. You know, I'm gonna show them we gotta keep pushing, we gotta keep working. Like when you lose some games, whatever, put it behind us, we're gonna get the next practice and go hard that next practice.
The journey wasn't always clear, however. During the offseason, Eberle was still plagued by a lingering injury and some lingering doubt.
Last January, I had another hip surgery, which is, a lot of people don't even know about that actually, but I had another hip surgery, and for that to happen, right when we got another coaching change, I mean, I thought I was never gonna play. I thought they were gonna just move on and just pick a younger guy to focus on and get ready.
But Eberle didn't let that stop him.
When summer came around, I kind of just said, all right, I'm over the whole being held back thing. And so I just went at it. And then I think summertime is when I tried to step up and start leading the guys.
Over everything, the memories made with his teammates are what he will remember the most.
There's so many memories off the field, whether it's us doing something stupid or just having fun or just hanging out together. That's one of the biggest things I'm going to miss when I leave.
Now, with only a few games remaining as a Seminole, Eberle will be leaving FSU with an extended family.
That's another thing that comes to Florida State too, though, is the older players are so involved with the program. They want to be involved with the program. They want to help the younger guys get better, because this is a family. It really is. There's legacies to this. There's levels, everything. And so to be a part of this whole culture at Florida State is pretty special. And it's going to be one of the highlights of my life, honestly.
No matter what the future holds for Alec Eberle, it's certain he will continue contributing to the proud legacy of Florida State. I'm Lauren Swertfigger for Inside Seminole Football.
Coach, Florida State receives the second half kickoff, and you make a decision to go for it deep in your own territory. Just explain the philosophy there early on as you were trying to battle from behind.
Well, it was coming from behind, and then we got the ball offensively. Something we hadn't been consistently good at this season is coming out of halftime, and we wanted to be aggressive. It was 1 yard. I wanted to believe in our guys that we can get 1 yard, thinking that it would spark our football team as we come out of the second half and could finish, and unfortunately we didn't block it as well as we needed to, and they stopped us. And I thought our defense did a great job after that, holding them to 3 points, being put in that situation. But thought we can get 1 yard, and again, unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Let's take a look at the second half highlights from Raleigh.
Blackman surveys the defense. Takes the snap and looks upfield. Steps out of the pocket. He's going to run. Blackman to the 25. Blackman slides at the 27-yard line. Sidecar left is running back Cam Akers. Blackman slaps his hand, takes the snap. They run a stunt up front. Blackman throws a pass near sideline. Caught ball. It's short by about a half a yard. Got 9 in the box, at least 8. Here's the snap. Blackman has the ball off. He hands it off to Akers, and we will lose yardage back to the 30-yard line. Can knock the ball down. Force a field goal attempt. Here's the snap. Finley dropping, looking, passing the ball underneath. Caught ball short of the first down, I think. The catch was made. 3 or 4 Seminoles gang tackle. Finley awaits the snap, sends a receiver in motion there. Thomas hands the ball off. They run to the left, and a first down achieved. Needed 1, and they got 2. 3rd down, 2. Thayer Thomas in motion. They'll run the ball to the left side. And a tackle made in the backfield. Great penetration, and the Noles run the running back person all the way out of bounds at the 25-yard line. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt by Christopher Dunn. His kick is airborne. It is long enough, and it is good. Blackman awaits the snap, slaps his hands, and here's the snap from Eberle. Looks upfield, throws a pass upfield, and the receiver slipped down, I believe. It hit of the Seminole quarterback. Here's the snap and dropping. Blackman looks, throws the ball, caught ball. Akers is going to try to get the first down. He did not. They came after the punter the last time, just before the time, after the timeout. Here's the kick, not nearly as long as the other, and letting it bounce and go out of bounds around the 36-yard line. Little shift to the H-back, blitz threatened. Finley hands the ball off. They run the ball. Got an H-back block to the 30. Outside the numbers to the 25-yard line. And that is Ricky Person. Not snap the ball as they change the play. Here's the snap to Finley looking left. They throw a fade route to the left. Incomplete pass. No flag thrown. Oh, here comes a late flag.
Wow.
The Wolfpack ready to go from the 2-yard line. First down and goal, Wolfpack. Trying to add to their 30-14 lead. Finley, rolling pocket, throws it. There's a caught ball, touchdown, Wolfpack. Easy throw for Ryan Finley. And a great grab by Jacoby Myers on his fingertips on the right corner of the end zone. James Blackman. Blackman with a fresh set of downs. Drops to throw the long ball down the far sideline. He hit towards Amari Terry. He makes the catch. He's inbounds, I believe. It's a caught ball by Terry inside the Wolfpack 30-yard line of the 28. Blackman slaps his hands, gets the snap, 4-man pressure, pass to the 11, caught ball, DJ Matthews inside the 12 to near the 10. Trying to get a quick touchdown with 2:12 left in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Blackman, play action fake, rolling through it, throwing toward his right. It is a caught ball, touchdown to Mario Terry. He's got 2 today. And that is a great play out of the North Carolina State injury timeout. Terry ran a perfect route. The defender could not catch up to him, and Blackman throws his third touchdown pass of the game. Seminole defense adjusts now with their coverage. Here is the snap penalty, a low snap. Gets down, gets the pass away. Caught ball at the Seminole 15-yard line. Flag thrown, 2 flags thrown. Right or to his left, 2 to his right. Here is the snap. Blitz coming, picked up nicely. Finley's going to run. Finley cocks the arm, throws downfield. It is a caught ball at the 22-yard line. Tackle made immediately. Send the H-back in motion. Here's the snap. They'll run the ball to the left side with the H-back. Broken tackle to the inside the 20, to the 15, to the 13-yard line. Out of that power pistol look with an H-back handoff running to the right. Ricky Person cuts it back against the grain. Inside the 10 to the 7-yard line goes Person. The Seminole 2-yard line. Finley under center. Drops to throw. Dropping, looking, throwing toward the end zone. Caught ball, touchdown. Little wheel route run by the running back, Ricky Person. And there's another touchdown. 43-21. We move left to right in white jerseys. The snap to Blackman. Timing pass to the left side. Caught ball on the left side. And trying to break tackle is Trey McKinney. Need to reach the 28-yard line. Here is the snap, and Blackman looks like he wants to run. Throws the pass upfield, threw it behind. Cam Akers takes the snap. They run a stunt, pass over the caught ball, first down to the 30, to the 35-yard line. Seminoles convert on 4th down at Naquan Murray. In today's ball game, Alec Eberle snap, a good one. Here comes pressure, pass to the left, caught ball, and Trey McKinney made one guy miss and dives ahead with a tackler on him to the 42-yard line. 5 catches, probably a career best. We'll double check. 3rd down and 3. The snap, a good one. The pass to the near side. It is an incomplete pass at the 45-yard line. Sidecar right, the snap on 4th down. Has time, cocks the arm, fires the ball. Caught ball, first down on 4th down. We get it inside North Carolina State Wolfpack territory. Blackman, good for 11 yards to the State 47. Blackman throws a deep pass down the far sideline. Tamaria Terry cannot make the catch at the 7-yard line. Went right through his hands. 4th down and 14. A little taller order. Here's the snap. They send a blitzer. And Blackman's going to run to his right under pressure. Will be sacked back at the 39-yard line. And awaits the snap. Here it is, and he'll feed the ball to Bodine. Running right, made a guy miss, and he's inside the Seminole 25, near the 1st down marker. Slaps his hands, wants the snap. Here it is. He'll hand the ball off, and Bodine tries to find running room, and the Noles wait for him and drag him down after a 2-yard gain for a right-footed kicker. Good snap, good spot. The kick is airborne, and Christopher Dunn has done it again.
But it's really been their running game that's took this game over.
The kickoff will come down short, will have to be returned, and we're not going to call for fair catch. And to the 15-yard line goes Keyshawn Helton, made a guy miss, goes outside the number, breaks a tackle to the 35, to the 40, and down the far sideline to the 50, to the 40-yard line. Did he step out of bounds? I guess he did. They whistle the play dead, but boy, he was off like lightning to that left sideline, made a guy miss him. Moving left to right, trailing a ton, late, 5:20 to go. It's 47-21. Here's the snap, and Blackman looking, cocks the arm, throws it deep downfield toward Tamaria Terry. He makes the catch at the 20, 15 to the 10, 5, 3. He dived for the end zone, cannot get it in. Short of the goal line. A flag thrown way back upfield will nullify a 59-yard play. The ball is now at the Seminole 25-yard line, where it's 2nd down and 25. Blackman's throw, left side edge. It's caught and rolling out of bounds at the 37-yard line is DJ Matthews. 2nd down and 25. Here is the snap. They run a stunt, can't get to Blackman, throws a ball, caught ball right at the marker and out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Here's the snap, handoff. We run the ball, and up the gut goes Jaquez Patrick. He's got a 1st down. Spun around and keeps on holding the ball and is down at the 41-yard line. Here's the snap on 1st down. Another injury timeout, pass downfield. Caught ball inside the 20-yard line, into the 15-yard line. It's Naquan Murray. Noles need to reach the 5. Here's Blackman, takes the snap out of the shotgun, looking toward the end zone. It is incomplete. Opportunities in this game. Here's the snap. Blackman gets time, pass, he throws it, no receiver in the area. They'll send a tight end in motion to the right side. That's Angeline. Take the snap, rolling out to throw, rolling is Rem, and he'll make one guy miss and is snagged at the 42-yard line. Got to reach the 41. Here is the snap. Blackman's pass underneath, caught by DJ Matthews, made a guy miss and digs his way out to the 39-yard line. That'll make it a manageable 4th down and 2 to reach the 41. Here's the snap. They send it to the late blitz, picked up by Jaquez Patrick. Pass, caught ball, 1st down, a broken tackle to the 50. It's Tamaria Terry again.
Burrow County.
From the 31-yard line. The snap to Blackman, looking, throws toward the sideline. It is a caught ball. It was a caught ball by DJ Matthews in the end zone. How about that? A 31-yard strike. I thought he caught the ball, but I saw no celebration. That's the end of the ball game. 47-28 is your final. The Wolfpack make it 2 in a row against the Florida State Seminoles and knock off the Noles here in Raleigh today.
North Carolina State gets the win 47-28. And Coach, just like at the end of the first half, your team was fighting all the way to the end here. And a couple of receivers went over 100 yards, Tamari and Terry and DJ Matthews, different skill sets, but nice games for each of them.
Yeah, it was good to see those guys come out and make plays. Terry was making big time explosive plays for us all night, and then DJ came out and played well and made important big time plays, possession plays for us throughout the game, and that was good for us. Again, I thought James did a great job of spreading the ball around to different guys, and those guys did a great job of running with the ball after the catch too.
Blackman winds up throwing for 421 yards as Florida State falls on the road at NC State. Time to turn the page. Next up, a big challenge ahead against Notre Dame in South Bend. We'll talk about the matchup with the Irish right after this.
Welcome into Inside the Headset. I'm Catherine Phillips alongside Coach Telly Lockett. You worked with Coach Taggart 2 years at USF, most recently 3 years as the running backs coach at Oregon State.
Yes.
Why FSU?
It was a great opportunity for me to get back in the state that I was born in, and my family back in the state, and reunite with Coach Taggart, a guy that has some great values and have a great vision, and just to get back on this side of the country.
And as a high school coach, you had over 70 of your athletes offered college scholarship offers. What did you find to be the biggest difference between high school coaching and collegiate coaching?
Well, obviously in high school, you have to put on many hats. One day you can be the father, one day you can be the uncle, one day you got to be the counselor. And just to reach those kids and make sure that they're doing the right thing, and just to see them come up through the ranks is just a blessing for me and my family to see those guys flourish.
And then you coached Dalvin Cook, Devonta Freeman, you coached them as high schoolers. So what's the key to developing those guys into big-time college athletes and sending them on to the NFL?
Well, obviously the first thing is just being a good person of character. It's the first thing, and the second thing right now is just for those guys to buy into being great and just follow into the footsteps of guys that came before them, and the work ethic. And with the work ethic that they had, they was able to show what they had when they got to college.
So as a coach, what do you hope that your players would say about you?
That I was fair, and I was always here to be a person to back them, whether good, bad, or indifferent. A guy that'll support them in their lowest of time, and they can call me at any point in time, and just to put my arms around them and love them up, because most of these guys have been playing football since they were 4 or 5 years old, so they know how to play football. It's the other stuff, the intangibles that's off the field that get some of our guys off track or you know, get them all out of whack. So, you know, just to know that they got somebody they can lean on a little bit to get them back on track is key.
I know that you don't have too much time outside of coaching, but if you ever get some free time to yourself, what would you want to be doing?
Probably fishing in the Keys. I'm from Miami, so a lot of fishing. I've seen over the years a lot of peaceful stuff, you know, going out there just sitting on the water and fishing. So I think I'll take up that hobby of fishing. Probably get with Coach Odell and learn how to fish.
All right, there you go. Well, that's Coach Telly Lockett. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kendall Herman, and I'm a student assistant for the Sports Nutrition Department here at Florida State University. Thanks to my Bright Future Scholarship, I'm able to dedicate all of my free time to the athletics department completely on a volunteer basis. This opportunity has allowed me to work alongside of our Director of Sports Nutrition, where I'm not only having fun on the sidelines, but I'm also learning a lot of valuable skills for my future career as a sports dietitian. I could not be more proud to do the work that I do, and I want to thank the Florida Lottery for funding my Bright Future.
Today's X's and O's segment is presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Trying to get a quick touchdown with 2:12 left in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Blackman, play action fake, rolling to it, throwing toward his right. It is a caught ball. Touchdown to Mario Terry. He's got 2 today. It was a designed rollout to the right side, and Terry ran a perfect route. The defender could not catch up to him, and Blackman throws his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
Today's X's and O's segment is our third quarter play where James Blackman throw a touchdown pass to my man Double T in the end zone, who had a great game here. I thought James did a good job faking here. McKitty did a great job of blocking and allowing James to throw this ball, and Terry with a good route here for a touchdown, which was good for us there in the third quarter. And that is today's X's and O's segment.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
Welcome back, Coach. There's an awful proud tradition of football success here at Florida State, and certainly if you're going to talk about tradition, you can't get any more than Notre Dame. So this is a special opportunity for Florida State to go on the road and play in South Bend against a very good Notre Dame team this week.
Oh, absolutely. A team that's in the top 4 right now, and a very good football team, well coached. You go into a hostile environment there, and again, but that's what you come to a place like Florida State for games like this, and our guys understand and knew the opportunity that was ahead of us, and it's great to be able to play them this week, and we got to be on our A game. I think we all understand that we can't play like we've been playing. We got to play smarter and harder than what we played before, and I think if we play hard enough and smart enough, it'll be good enough for us to win this ball game, but it won't happen unless we're doing those things.
One factor potentially is going to be the weather. We know it'll be cold. I'm not sure if it'll be icy or snowy, but that's something you'll obviously be prepared for.
Oh yeah, we're looking forward to it. You know, we're tired of playing in the heat right now. It's time to cool off and go play in some warm weather up there.
All right, kick off a night game in South Bend, and we'll have a look back next week right here on this show. But we've got some final thoughts straight ahead here on Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome into Garnet and Gold Grub, presented by Tico Peoples Gas. I'm Catherine Phillips, alongside award-winning chef Travis Johnson. He's the Executive Culinary Director of Seminole Dining here on the campus of Florida State, and he's going to walk us through a delicious game day recipe today. Chef, what do you have for us?
Today we have a really great holiday recipe. It's an apple strudel.
Okay.
But there's a lot of components that make it really special, and so we're going to go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
All right, so we started out, we have our puff pastry. We've got that rolled out, but we're going to come back to it. Some of the other components that are going to go into this today are spiced apples, white chocolate, craisins, a almond and vanilla pound cake,
okay,
a little bit of brown sugar, some heavy cream, some toasted walnuts, my favorite, a pecan bourbon for the sauce,
all right,
which really brings it together. So there's a few different components to this. We're going to start out with the walnuts, and I'm going to turn on the gas on medium-high, and all we want to do is lightly heat the walnuts. We're going to add a little bit of raw butter, and really all we're doing is sweating the walnuts and bringing out some of their flavor. All right, next we want to work on the spiced apples. You can pick up a canned apple at the store, it works great. So I've got my pan nice and warm, and a little bit of vanilla, some of the bourbon, and just a little bit of sugar. We're going to let these cook down for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Now you're using natural gas, so what's the benefit of that?
I think one of the benefits of natural gas, especially since there's different methods in this recipe, is I can really control the heat. Like right now, I'm trying to get that heat nice and hot so I can caramelize these apples and bring all those flavors and fuse them together. And natural gas allows me to control that heat a little bit better.
Okay.
You can start to smell those apples. It smells great. Okay, we're gonna pull these off, and now we're gonna chill these back down because these are gonna go inside. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in the fridge, and we're just gonna want them, all right, 5 or 10 minutes or so in the fridge.
Okay.
All right, next let's start the sauce. So we start out with equal parts butter and brown sugar. And you can tell by the ingredients this is going to be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
This is on a medium to high heat. We're going to allow that to continue to cook. All right, this has been going for about 5 minutes now. You see how it's starting to come together and thicken up. I'm going to reduce the heat because we don't want it to boil. And now it's just on a low simmer. And we're going to finish the sauce with just a little bit of heavy cream. You want to be very careful when you put the cream in. You end up with a nice, smooth caramel sauce. But it's not done yet. We've got to add a little of the pecan bourbon. So we're going to allow this to cook for another 2 or 3 minutes, just on low.
Okay.
So while this is simmering and finishing up, let's go back and make our strudel. So we have our puff pastry. It's been laid out. It's ready to go. You can buy these at the grocery store. They come in packs of 2. They're great. So we start out. We lay the pastry out into 3 different sections. And we're going to come in here and make notches on the sides. And if the dough gets hard to work with, you can always take a little bit of water and just kind of brush it on. It makes it a little more pliable. Okay. So now we have our foundation down, and we are going to get our apples out of the fridge. So we'll start with a layer of apples on the bottom. And you can already smell those with the
They smell incredible.
vanilla and the bourbon. Put a nice layer on the bottom. Then we take our pound cake, layer in the pound cake. And when you make this, you have to think less is more. You want to have the right amount of ingredients, but not too much to overfill it. Next we'll take a little bit of white chocolate and some of the craisins and finish it with those walnuts that we sweated earlier with a little bit of butter. All right, now our foundation's ready. Now we get to wrap it. This is where some people kind of get nervous. They say, well, what if my braid doesn't look very good? Once it bakes, it looks great. We come in here, we wrap both sides. And this is fun to do with the family. The kids or brothers and sisters want to come over and make these.
So you just crisscross them all.
You're just crisscrossing the whole way down. And when we get to the end, I'm going to flip the end up and then work backwards, just like this. What do you think?
I love it. I never would have known how to do that.
All right, and before we put it in the oven, we're going to take and just brush, just cracked 1 egg. Let's do a light egg wash. So at the top, get some good color to it as it bakes. And then if you like, we can take a little bit of sugar and top it. Now you get a non-stick pan, or you can use parchment paper, whatever you like. Transfer this over. And this is going to go in the oven about 10 to 15 minutes. You just want to brown it on the outside. And remember, all the ingredients are cooked inside, so we're just warming everything up.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and put this in the oven. All right, the strudel's almost ready in the oven. Let's check on the sauce. The sauce looks great. Take this off here. And we'll pull that strudel out. Oh, it smells incredible. See, the braid really doesn't matter. Once you start going, oh, it all looks great. We start making it. All right, let's cut this up. We're going to slide this onto the platter. Let's top it off with the sauce. You can smell that bourbon.
It smells like Christmas.
All right. Are you ready to taste?
Let's try it.
All right.
So good. It's refreshing too. Well, for full details on this recipe and more information on how you can incorporate natural gas at home, at your business, or at your next tailgate event, go to peoplesgas.com/cooking.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Football. Coach, I know you break up the season really into quarters, and so you start the fourth quarter right now, a final 3-game stretch. Obviously, you're focused 1 game at a time, but there's still a lot of football left and a lot of opportunities for your team to make strides and move in a positive direction.
It is, and it starts this week against Notre Dame, and our guys can make big-time games, and that's something we want to do is show improvement, show the progress that the things we're doing is they're working and we're headed in the right direction. And we got a great opportunity against Notre Dame to go out and play like we're capable of playing, you know. And again, our team hadn't played its best all year, and what a great time to be able to do that against Notre Dame. So that's the challenge to our guys, to see if we can go out and play our best ball game of the year. And I think our best is good enough.
I know a point of emphasis at practice or just in general is to cut down on the mistakes, and some of those mistakes come from a good place, trying too hard perhaps at times. But what do you focus on to try and eliminate some of those penalties?
Well, the things you want, the things that kills you. I mean, some penalties are effort, you know, and they judgmental calls, and you can live with those for the most part. But the pre-snap penalties and the selfish penalties, you just can't have them. Those things kill you, and we just can't have it. Those are what I call selfish penalties, and we can't do that. Those are the things we got to learn to do as a football team when we talk about winning again. Our guys know how to play football, but we're got to continue to teach them how to win again.
Big week this week, and another huge opportunity for Florida State on the road at Notre Dame. We'll see you next week right here on Inside Seminole Football.
Inside Seminole Football has been brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.